Hey, Michael.
Hey Nathan,
Good morning again.
another
An-
hour with you.
Another hour with me, man. Man, coffee with Maury. That was some
Yeah,
good times.
like I wish the main thing, obviously, I wish we had all been able to be in the same room. I don't know how many mornings in Jamaica or in Guatemala, having coffee with Maury in a little cafe.
Yeah,
Just getting to talk with that guy, I miss it. So it,
yeah,
it
man.
was it was so good.
Yeah, yeah. It was. So he inspired me for probably about 2 or 3 years in my mission discovery history. I traveled with a French press in my suitcase in hopes that it didn't break, and then I found a metal one actually from Starbucks. I still have that one. But yeah, I mean, just every morning. I know every morning with Maury on in Jamaica or like you said, Guatemala or anywhere, we'd get up at like 5 a.m., sit, have French press coffee, and talk about life's solutions and problems and all of the, you know what I mean? It was just, uh, it was good to do that again. So,
Yeah. I literally have like this single serving French press, and it's because I bought it in Jamaica with because Maury had bought one, and
yeah.
I wanted to be just like Maury. So
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, it felt good to bust out the old French press over here, man. I usually do like the, you know what, the thing where you do the, what is it, a coffee maker. I guess that's what it's called. I mean, but wouldn't a French press be a coffee maker too? I mean, I don't know. Anyway, the electric coffee maker is what I normally do. So it felt good to get the French press out, man. It was good.
yeah,
So I think right now we're gonna go into some things with some people.
yeah, yeah.
Did you
So
like
so
that?
yeah,
The reason I wasn't as specific as I probably should have been was because I wanted to just remind people why we are here and why we are streaming for 24 hours straight. So if you didn't know, we're part of the Big Payback this year. We are one of many nonprofits here in Middle Tennessee that are raising money on the same day. The reason that we all do that together is because the Big Payback is part of this organization that is prepared to match gifts, that is prepared to make each dollar go further. So if we hit a certain benchmark or the next benchmark, your dollars donated will go further. So right now, Mission Discovery, we're not doing many mission trips right now, but our partners still need help. Myra in Guatemala, we've talked to her. She still needs help. The same thing with Noel in Haiti, with Anna in Mexico, with the partner that we're going to speak with in just a few minutes. That I'm going to let you say his name. So it's just right now your dollars matter more is what it is. Your dollars go further; they matter more now than ever. So if you look at the comment section, you'll find many ways just to either donate, to start a campaign, to help your friends donate to mission, to get your friends to start those things, to spread the word about mission discovery, what we're doing around the world, how we're partnering with God and what He's doing around the world, and what our partners need. So this is actually a really big deal. And so we're
yeah,
excited. We are excited to live stream for 24 hours straight,
yeah,
though we might be a little crazy. So,
yeah.
Michael, why don't you dive into who we're speaking with next? I know we're going to have some worship and we're going to have a check in with the ministry partner. So, you tell us who that is.
Yeah. So I think first on the schedule we will go to some worship with Elena Chavez, but then following that, Nathan, you and I got the chance to check in with Richie Shilliday, who joins us from Northern Ireland, from Dundrum, Northern Ireland, and this is just a crazy kind of connection that happened when some friends of mine who had been in Dundrum told me that I needed to kind of get involved, and I ended up finding Richie through Google Maps because I was looking for lodging and I was scrolling around and I found Richie, and it turns out that his story and my friends who had initially told me that I needed to kind of look in that area. Their stories had crisscrossed a little bit too, but Richie runs a youth program called Riot, which stands for Revival in Our Town. And so their primary goal is to provide a safe space for youth, the youth of Northern Ireland in their area to come and meet without fear of prejudice or any kind of backlash, because there's still a big divide between Catholics and Protestants and a kind of a stigma if you're one and trying to spend any time with the other, but over all of that is just preaching the transformative power of Jesus Christ. So we're going to check in with Richie and just kind of hear about what he's seeing, what's happening in Northern Ireland right now during this time, and also kind of what it looks like as mission discovery teams go over there and spend time with him, which I got to say, probably in the past 5 years, the top mission trip I've been on was going to Northern Ireland, and it just had everything to do with Richie and what God is doing through Richie. So hopefully you hear that in his message as well, and maybe consider, once all this kind of wraps up, joining us as we go over to serve alongside Richie. So Nathan, I'm sure you probably want to click over to Elena first. She's going to do some worship with us.
Yeah, man. So just our conversation with Richie was awesome, and I'm excited to share that with everybody. And but yeah, first I want to click over to Elena. Elena is a master guitar player, a master vocalist. She is a master worship leader. I've had her in Haiti. I've had her in Guatemala. And she just has a gift of leading people in worship and like kind of just closer to the heart of God. So I would think that right now, as we click over, I would invite you, as you're in front of your screen, whether it be a phone, whether it be a computer screen, to just even close your eyes and enter into a space of worship. Close your door and just enter in. I mean, this is what we're here for, to draw close to the heart of God. And so Elena does that well. She helps us out. So I'm going to click over to Elena Ansley now, and then we'll go straight into the. No, you don't want to go straight into it?
No, that's right. She got married. When I knew her, she was Elena Chavez, which is what I've been saying.
Oh.
She's Elena. What is it? What is it now?
Ansley. Ansley. Yeah.
There
Ansley.
you go.
Yeah. So, and her husband's great too, Andrew. He's awesome. So you'll get to meet him one of these days. So.
Sorry, Elena.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so we're gonna go to Elena Ansley, and then are we gonna go straight into our interview? Or
sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That
So
works.
Elena, then straight into the interview. Then we'll come back and wrap it up with you guys, and then we have Kickstart, which is our everyday 11 o'clock a.m. thing. We're gonna go to that after all this. So there's a lot coming up. We have a lot of hours left, Michael. All right, here we go.
Gotta look to you, and I won't be overwhelmed. Give me vision to see things like you do. Gotta look to you, you're where my help comes from. Give me wisdom, you know just what to do. Yeah.
Well, hello everybody. My name's Nathan. This is Michael, and Michael's got a very close friend with him. This is our ministry partner from Ireland. If you're just tuning in, this is the big payback with Mission Discovery. We're doing 24 hours of live streaming on Facebook, and just in hopes of raising funds for the ministry. Michael, why don't you introduce your friend here? And I'm just now meeting him, so I'm excited to get to know him better. So.
Yeah. So, and you're forgiven for making this mistake, Nathan, but he's actually from Northern Ireland. And
I should probably go. You want me to say that again?
It's fine.
It's fine. We'll just roll with it. But hi, So this is Richie and his daughter Charlie, and they are joining us from Dundrum, Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
I
have made that mistake so many times, though. I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
It's fine. Everybody across the world assumes the island is Ireland, and in a sense it is Ireland, but politically we're still Northern Ireland, part of the United Kingdom, and what we would call the South, Ireland, they're still part of Europe. We're leaving it with the UK.
Right.
All very controversial, all very complicated.
Wow.
Well, and that's probably, I mean, so Richie, tell us about what you do there, because that's kind of part of it. Tell us what your ministry is, and why even teams from Mission Discovery are important to help with what you do.
Yeah, thanks. So Riot, you guys, revival in our town. Started in 2012, but I have been doing ministry in Dundrum, at least 20 years now, around 20 years. But 2012 we set up this little organisation to be an outreach and a hub in Dundrum as a Christian, hands and feet of Jesus, just trying to put a little good back in our community. There's a couple of nice little old churches trying to keep going, but there was no real outreach or ministry involved in community, involved in reaching the youth. So the Lord's led on our heart really strongly to put roots into Dundrum. So we started the house, which we had some contacts with the States and some mission groups and organizations, schools, colleges. I'm trying to speak slowly.
That's better because we won't have to do subtitles.
Yeah. But our heart was to be relational, to be part and active of our community. And so mission teams have played a pivotal role in that. Because of the political context, church and state and Protestant Catholicism, there's been just a button of heads and conflict. So American teams coming in, we were able to make relationships, challenge the normalcy of the conflict here, and just be people who love Jesus who were pouring into a community. We hooked up with Michael and Mission Discovery a couple of years ago, and they came and got a little taste of cultural understanding of North, South, Britain, Ireland. We go back and do a little bit of St. Patrick, the history of St. Patrick and how that all ties into our Christian heritage. And then we go right up to modern day. We take teams into Belfast, show them peace walls. So very much what Riot's heart is to train and to educate our teams so that when we do ministry, we're understanding the context of what we're stepping into and how to reach people really well and effectively. On the flip side, hopefully people are learning and growing so that when they go back into the States, it wasn't just a jolly or a mission week where we tick the box. We actually have gone back, challenged, growing, on fire for God to do something in our own schools, colleges, communities that God can use.
Yeah. And I know that the group we took last year, that's exactly what happened. They went back and they just had connected in a real way, both with you and the people of Dundrum, but then also with each other. So for myself, it's been one of the most impactful missions experiences I've been on in probably the past 10 years. So I love what you guys do, and I'm excited that we will hopefully continue this partnership. Richie, just I guess give us just a little bit of what have you been seeing as far as like right now? Are kids still coming, or is everything pretty much locked down?
Yeah. Well, that's the worldwide phenomenon of coronavirus. Unfortunately, everything had to shut down. So, yeah, we're not allowed any contact with the young people or community, which is, we're all about being relational. And obviously mission teams and groups coming to stay with us here at RAD all had to cancel. So I actually talked to our committee here at RAD and said, whatever we need to do, I'm not able to work, so put me on furlough is the term they're using here, or, just put a hold to my contract or whatever we need to do. So we applied for government grant, and I think that's just come through to help our little project, sustain. The Lord has provided and looked after it, and so we're okay. We're not going to fold, or there's no issue with that. But obviously, missing out and people coming and using our house, like most ministries and organisation, it puts a strain, and so we're putting things on hold. Because of the nature of the young people that we work with being outreach, where young people come and go, it's been quite difficult to keep those contacts. So all of the social medias and Snapchats and I don't know what the other one people are using today here, TikTok or something. I don't use it. But lots of ways that we can just keep a little reminder that we're thinking, we're praying, and trying to be there. It's difficult because officially I'm not working at Riot because we're receiving furlough, so I'm not on the phone, I'm not taking calls, I'm not doing the admin side, or just as we would normally be doing, or prepping or looking after things. So it's been a testing time. Friends who we've talked is what is God doing in the midst of coronavirus?
Mm-hmm.
For us here, there's been more online ministries, services, teachings shared around the world, and hearing stories of more attendance of viewers watching and hearing the good news of Jesus than we've ever heard of before.
Right.
So I hope on the other side we start to see some of the fruits of that. But as you're walking through it now, it's difficult.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, so we're doing this. It's a 24-hour kind of streaming fundraiser. We're hoping that funds raised during this time will help us continue our operations and continue our work with people like you.
Yeah.
How can people who are watching this, how can we, if someone was like, I really want to help Richie specifically, are there ways in which we can help you? Are there ways we can be praying for you as well, Richie?
Yeah. So prayer is key and has been fundamental. I'm not sure if you guys have picked up. I shared some things on our RAD Facebook page about some prayer movements across the island, which is north and south, Nathan.
Yep. Thank you for the clarification. I need that.
But it's a neat movement, actually. There's no barriers for God. So, Ministry and Heart of United Ireland Through Jesus. has been just, we've seen some movement in the last number of years, especially, churches with a heart of outreach going south, and God just opening doors for ministry there. But there was a prayer incentive about a month ago on a Sunday that everyone would take 3 to 4 o'clock, an hour across the island, and just pray for Ireland.
Yeah.
Massive response and uptake on that. There's an app that's come with it. And then subsequently, lots of churches and organizations have kind of just added on, saying, hey, you know what, let's just do this every week. So as well as, prayer going on throughout, Sunday 3 to 4 for Ireland has been a massive movement. Prayer ministry teams and things that I'm involved on, there's more requests than we've ever had for prayer. So, yeah, please do pray for safety throughout all of the coronavirus, for our own family, as Nathan mentioned, the emotional, psychological impact, boredom, not being able to work. But we've kind of gone through that process of boredom and then freedom, and just acceptance of what God's doing in this time, growth. So it's been a good challenge. But yeah, where folk can support and look after our ministries, on the other side, there's going to be a huge need, I think, for folk on the ground answering some big questions.
Yeah, and that's we currently still have one trip scheduled with you this year for October.
That's right.
I am praying fervently that trip happens. So hopefully there are people watching this that say, man, I need to meet this crazy Northern Irishman and go with us in October. Flights are real cheap right now, so that's
There you go.
I like it, yeah. Yeah, you guys, like, seriously, if anything about Ireland that God is prompting you, touching your heart, contact Michael, get in touch, ask about it. When we just surrender ourselves to God, and He's moving and doing something in this place, I don't know, there's not an easy explanation of stopping, getting in touch, sensing the power of the Holy Spirit, and catching a little bit of that fire to awaken us and just give us a refreshed hope. We do not do anything magical, or it's all God, how He moves with groups and teams. But yeah, we're just privileged to connect with folk like Michael on Mission Discovery and be part of what God's doing.
Yeah. Well, Richie, thanks so much for joining us. It's just it really has been a privilege to know you as well. So we'll be praying for you. We're looking forward to the day in which I can see you face to face again. So thank you so much.
It's really good to meet you, Richie.
God bless you, dude.
All right.
Yeah, God bless you. Wow, Michael, that was awesome, man. I loved our conversation with him. It's I'm so happy you met him.
Yeah, I am too. Again, I know I said this before, but there's just some special stuff going on in Northern Ireland, and so every time someone asks me about that trip, it's my favorite thing to talk about. So I again want to encourage anybody who's like, I am just ready to do anything. I'm ready to get out of the house. What better way to get out of the house than to join us over in Northern Ireland this October? We're still planning on doing a trip. Richie would love to have us. So if everything has kind of smoothed out by then, or whatever that looks like, please consider coming with me to Northern Ireland in October.
Yes, that'll be awesome. I'll be there. How about that?
Shane. Yeah, there you go. Hey, just say
I
it.
will
Say
be
it.
there. So check this out. At 11 o'clock today, we're gonna get together for Kickstart. This is what we do on every mission trip, and it's just share the Word of God, get into a devotional together. Today we have Riley Salyards coming to us from Colorado, Sterling, Colorado. Yeah. So it's a great conversation that she starts for us, and just it's cool. Kickstart's awesome. If you've missed out on any Kickstarts, don't feel don't feel bad. But we have plenty of them listed over on our YouTube channel. If you go to Pinterest, I mean, everything's listed there. We do small group images for everything too. So it's really just meant for like anybody that's looking for a way to meet or start a conversation around the Word of God. Then that's what we're trying to do. So and that's coming up at 11 o'clock. So Michael, this has been awesome. I know that this is a long time for us just to stare at each other's face, but other than my wife, man, there's no other face I'd rather look at.
I know that's not true, but thanks for saying it anyway.
Hey, man, no, it's true. Don't blame it like that. No. And the face of Jesus, I guess that would be true too. So.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway, and look, everybody, look in your comment section right now. We've got ways to get connected and to donate and to invite people to watch parties and all that kind of stuff. We've got all that in the comment section right here. We would love for you guys to get involved in what we're doing here. This is the big payback, a big deal for Mission Discovery. So thanks, guys, for being with us. And
thank you.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
All right.